So today is Bugatti Day.
He has a Bugatti. No one has a Bugatti. No, with Bugatti, so Bugatti. Where a Bugatti goes to Bugatti.
Bugatti, what's it?
Bugatti automobile. Just bought a fucking Bugatti cash. A Bugatti. Anybody should have a Bugatti. You shouldn't even be an achievement. There's people out here who can't buy a Bugatti. Find a Bugatti. What color's your Bugatti?
Do not live with your woman. I've been telling you guys this for years. Don't do it. Living with your girl is gonna make you a
Yo, we need to break our lease. What? Why? I just saw a guy with a microphone say sleeping under the same roof as a female drops your testosterone. I'm moving into a tactical warehouse with 4 dudes named Chad to preserve my manhood. Pack your bags.
Who? Like this shouldn't be like some weirdo. Do not live with your girl, bro. Don't do it. Well, Myron, I want to get sex. Like I want to be able to hang out with her and watch movies. No. Well, Myron, I live with a girl. That actually makes me less gay. No, it makes you very gay.
What's up, my absolute beauties? Before we even dive into today's fever dream, a quick announcement. If you currently live with a woman, wife, girlfriend, whatever, please click off. You are compromised. Your alpha card has been officially revoked by the internet police.
Think of Clav getting rejected by 3s in Paris. You guys need to realize that if clavicular is getting rejected, you niggas are all cooked. If clavicular is getting rejected by 2s and 3s in Paris, that's no bueno at all. That means the average man is cooked.
Seriously, I thought we hit peak manosphere brain rot back in 2022 with the Bugatti color questions.
I like the color.
You like the color? Yeah, I had mixed reviews on the color. Some people said they like it, some people said they don't like it, and I said, well, what color's your Bugatti? Oh, fuck off then.
But just when you think the bar can't sink any lower, Myron Gaines enters the chat in 2026 with a text so unhinged, it makes middle school logic look like a Harvard lecture. According to the fresh gospel of Myron, if you're a straight man sharing a living space with a woman, you are, in fact, gay. Let that sink in. Loving a woman and building a life with her has been rebranded as the ultimate submission. You're just a guy who caught the gay fever because you watched 2 episodes of Love Island on the couch together. This is what happens when your career depends on shock value, but you have already said every offensive thing possible.
Thank you. Your mom is too. This is Florida. This is Florida. Stand your ground.
The reason why men don't enjoy talking to women is because there's a couple problems. What'd you say? Here's the problem with
there's no patience. That's why.
Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. When I'm talking, shut the fuck up. Honestly, get all these bitches out of here, bro. Get all these bitches out of here. Get the fuck out the show, man.
Let's go.
Yo, get all these bitches out of here, bro. Get all these bitches out of here, bro. I do not want to deal with this shit. Get them the fuck out of here, dude. Get up and get the fuck off the show. Get up and get the fuck off the show. We don't want y'all bitches here no more. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Honestly, I'm done.
YouTube yanked their monetization a while ago, forcing them over to Rumble. And when you lose mainstream ad revenue, you can't just give normal dating advice anymore. Work hard doesn't pay the bills in an echo chamber. You have to escalate. Look at the literal evolution of this man's content. 2021 tech, focus on your money, dating is tough. Okay, standard stuff. 2023 take, women shouldn't speak on podcasts. Let me scream at you. Well, getting intense. 2026 take, if you look at your wife before 5 p.m., you're weak. Real men only live in bunkers with gym bros. So basically, standard advice to studio screaming to living with woman is gay. He has literally out-red pilled the concept of a family. He's trying so hard to be an untouchable alpha that he looked all the way around the track and ended up advocating for a permanent full-time sausage party. He's telling young men that a tactical boot camp with 5 guys talking about crypto is peak masculinity, but coming home to a partner who loves you is a hazard. The math is not mathing. The entire brand is built on this illusion of absolute control. Stay stoic, guys. Keep your frame. But the second someone challenges this logic in real life, the frame shatters. Have you seen his recent 2026 campus tour clips? He went out to colleges like Ohio University trying to bring this shock jock spectacle to the real world, shouting down students. And whenever a girl on his show disagrees with him, he doesn't sit back with a calm smile. No. He hits the toxic soundboards. His voice jumps 3 octaves and he throws a tantrum.
I never
You're
said
fucking dumb.
that.
Like, yo, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, yo, like, this is what I'm trying to say with you ladies, man. Like, my argument is,
I'm
right,
saying
you're
that
not saying anything. You're
only
not saying
girls
anything. Be
bring
quiet.
value to some men that are rich.
You fucking don't.
You invite these people to your show, give them the mic, and hold every single advantage. Yet, the second they deviate from your script, you have an emotional meltdown. Who is actually losing their frame here, bro? It's weaponized anxiety. He literally told his audience that a man's best friend is a woman's anxiety, that you need to keep her stressed so she stays attracted to you. Imagine running a marriage like a toxic game of hide and seek because you are fundamentally terrified of vulnerability. It sounds like a guy who got his heart broken in the 7th grade and built a career to make sure it never happens again. The reason so many young guys fall into this is what I call the 50-50 trick. A creator like Myron will tell you 10 things. 9 are absolute, toxic nonsense designed to trigger clips. But the 10th thing, it's a universal truth. Hey man, go to the gym, get your finances together, take responsibility. Because that one point makes total sense, a vulnerable audience swallows the other 9 drops of poison. They think, wow, he's right about the gym, so he might be right that my girlfriend is trying to destroy my life. But you know the act is dead when even the live chat turns on you. During recent streams, his own core fanbase started typing, "Bro, what you're talking about? This sounds incredibly lonely." His response? Well, he completely lost it, screaming profanities and blocking his own paying subscribers. The ultimate irony of Myron Gaines is that while he sells the dream of control, he is completely enslaved by his own content loop. He tells men not to be emotional, but his only viral moments are fueled by pure rage. He tells women to speak less, but his financial survival depends on women coming onto his podcast to argue with him. He appeals to traditional legacy, yet he is pushing 40, completely isolated with no family to pass anything down to. Historically, powerful men weren't hiding in a penthouse trying to avoid female energy. They built empires and families. This isn't a man exposing the matrix, it's just a tired creator who has run out of places to take a desperate act. When your worldview reaches a point where sharing a home with your partner makes you compromised, you haven't unlocked higher thinking, you have just trapped yourself in a room full of mirrors, yelling at your own reflection. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are you living in a compromised household? Or are you packing your bags for the tactical bro sanctuary? Drop a comment. Until next time, peace out.
I'll talk to you guys later.